Yo, guys, I hope you're well. So, guys, here at Urban Bars, we do reactions to hip hop, rap, urban music, and sometimes to music which may be a little left field for this channel. But, guys, I came across Cher Lloyd earlier today in my feed, and I hadn't heard that name for years and years and years. The last time I heard Cher Lloyd was on X Factor, and I had to look it up. It was in 2010, and I was still listening to music back in 2010, all those years ago. And I think Cher Lloyd must have been about 16 or something. So I haven't really heard anything about her for so long. So I just knew that she was on X Factor. I think she was a contestant, and she was in Cheryl Cole's team. Is that right? Is it Cheryl Cole? Anyway, guys, I just thought it'd be interesting to check out our girl Cher Lloyd. I remember her. She used to mix singing with a bit of swagger jagger, with a bit of this, that, and hip hop, etc. So it'd be interesting to see what she's up to now and what's happened in the intervening years between now and her time on X Factor. So, guys, this track is Head Down, and it's the official music video. So let's check out our girl, Cher Lloyd.
Head down.
I like it already. We've got, kind of sounds like an acoustic guitar, but it might not be. And it kind of sounds like it's being put through some kind of, I don't know what. But yeah, it sounds good. And I think the first thing that gets me from this video is it looks like a council estate. And I remember rightly, I think she was from a council estate, wasn't she? Was it Malvern? This name Malvern rings a bell. It might be wrong. Is it somewhere near? I can't remember now. Malvern, it wasn't Wolverhampton, was it, or somewhere? I can't remember. But there was a bit of a backstory to Cher Lloyd, if I remember rightly. And I think she was a bit, you either liked or hated her. There was a lot of hate given to her for some reason. So yeah, let's see what she's doing these days.
Head down. I'ma keep my head down.
Reverse, isn't it? There's a lot of reverse with that music.
It was all I ever wanted. I thought I was flying, I was falling.
Oh, it was all I ever wanted. I felt I was flying, but I was falling.
All I ever wanted. I thought I was flying, I was falling. You know I never saw it coming. Chew me up, spin me out, throw me back on the ground. Now I'm wide awake and I got it. You know what you did, why you calling?
Oh my goodness. I don't know the Cher Lloyd story, but is she talking about her time in the X Factor? She felt she was alive, but she was falling. And now she says she's awake, but she's looking back. She's looking back on a time. And I think this must be her time in X Factor, because there's lots of stories coming out about X Factor, boy bands, all this sort of stuff about all these kind of, what do they call it, reality TV kind of stuff. So this is interesting. This could be almost like a autobiography about Cher Lloyd's time.
I'ma keep my head down.
Keep my head down.
It was all I ever wanted. I thought I was flying, I was falling.
All I ever wanted, chasing that dream of stardom and fame.
You know I never saw it coming.
Never saw it coming.
Chew me up, spin me out, throw me back on the ground.
Oh, chew me up, spit me out. Oh, it's a conveyor belt. There's always another person who's going to fit into that mold. So they come, they go, they're forgotten.
Now I'm wide awake and I got it. You know what you did. Why you calling? Why you calling?
Why are you
You
calling?
know I never saw it coming. So I'ma keep my head down. Trying to make some money just to get around. Oh, I'm sick of feeling like a let down. First you need some confidence, I always knew. All the people who ignored me will soon be sad and rose and they'll applaud me. Tagging me in all their Insta stories, telling me they love me like they always knew, like they always knew. Said that I don't amount to nothing.
Wow.
If I don't show a little something.
If they're saying that I will amount to nothing if I don't show a little something. So my girl is breaking down this whole pop business in literally 1 minute and 5 seconds. My goodness. So people are on your side when you're on the top, but when you're on your way down, they don't want to know you. And they're saying, if you don't show me a little something, something, you ain't going to get nothing, nothing. Oh my goodness, Cher Lloyd. And I remember her now. I remember that track was called Swagger Jagger. And she was, yeah. And it's all about the bling, the this, the that, and the third. But in reality, it all is not what it seems in this business. Trust me on that. I know it. I worked in this business many years, many, many years. Oh my, guys, I'm going to drop this again. This is just, ugh.
I'ma keep my head down. It was all I ever wanted. I thought I was flying, I was falling. You know I never saw it coming. Chew me up, spin me out, throw me back on the ground. Now I'm wide awake and I got it. You know what you did. Why you calling? Why you calling?
Why you calling?
You know I never saw it coming. So I'ma keep my head down, try and make some money just to get around. Oh, I'm sick of feeling like a let down. First you need some confidence, I always knew. All the people who ignored me will soon be sad and rose and they'll applaud me. Tagging me in all their Insta stories, telling me they love me like they always knew, like they always knew.
Duplicitous.
If I don't show a little something,
Wow.
you know that everybody does it. You sold me the dream, I was just 17. Now
You sold me the dream, I was just 17. And I'm looking at this video now, and if you look at Cher Lloyd today, she must be 31 now or something. Can you see? There is no bling bling. It's just a plain top, plain bottoms. There's no bling bling. Because I remember there was all the bling bling, the jewelry, this, that, and everything else. And this is what they were trying to sell back in the days, the life of a pop star. But you don't need that, because in reality, it's the voice. I was watching a music show the other day, all about love songs. And if you look at a lot of the characters, they're in the 60s, 70s, 80s even. A lot of them, you know, with these power ballads, etc., etc., they weren't sold on their looks. They were sold on their voices. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to disparage anyone, but these people had great voices. And I'm listening to Cher Lloyd right now. I really like her voice. I can't remember so much about her back in the days, but this is a great song. Absolutely brilliant. I love it.
you sold me the dream, I was just 17. Now I'm wide awake and I got it. You know what you did. Why you calling? Why you calling? You know I never saw it coming. So I'ma keep my head down, try and make some money just to get around. Oh, I'm sick of feeling like a let down. First you need some confidence, I always knew. All the people who ignored me will soon be sad and rose and they'll applaud me. Tagging me in all their Insta stories, telling me they love me like they always knew, like they always knew.
Love this song. Do you know what? This is Cher Lloyd's flipping the bird to all those people who used her, all those people who talked to her face and then behind her back. This is Cher Lloyd saying, listen, I know what you were up to. I know what you were doing. You're two-faced.
After all the tears that cried, you wasted my time, and I still pay the price. I do. I used to play a game, and nothing seems to change, but I stay in my lane. So I'ma keep my head down, try and make some money just to get around. Oh, I'm sick of feeling like a let down. First you need some confidence. down. First you need some confidence, I always knew.
Always knew. Oh man. I love the shot pulling away. Oh, guys, that was incredible. Unbelievable. So I hadn't seen that video before I played it just now. I reacted to it and wow, I have to say that was fantastic. It is so different to the Cher Lloyd of before with all that swagger. Remember the swagger? So I'm just going back on my phone now, just checking this out. So Cher Lloyd was on the 7th season of X Factor in 2010, 15 years ago. Wow, she was only 17, 16, 17. Wow. And the track she did was called Swagger Jagger. And that was released in June 2011, Swagger Jagger. So I remember Cher Lloyd, she was doing a lot of tracks, mixing, singing, rapping, dancing. And I remember certain at the same time, we had a rapper here, I'm into hip hop, called Lady Sovereign. And she was on Def Jam, Just Breaking America, this, that, and everything else. And I think they wanted to make Cher Lloyd into that kind of category, etc., etc. I might have got it twisted. I might have got twisted with the dates, but I knew Lady Sovereign from way back in the days, etc. So she was really good. She was on Def Jam, this, that, and everything else. And yeah, I think something happened between Cher Lloyd and Cheryl Cole. I might have that twisted. So please let me know down here in the comment section. But just checking out this track here, I think it's brilliant. It's an autobiography. Really? It was an I'm not even going to say it. Autobiographical. Really? Guys, I love language. I love linguistics. I love words. And I can't even speak today. What is going on? Anyway, all we're going to say about that is, yeah, I love that. That track was incredible. It was literally a breakdown of what happened to Cher Lloyd on her path to fame and stardom. And it wasn't all that it seemed that it was cut out to be. Basically, she was saying, as she thought she was on the rise, she was actually on the down. She was falling big time. And everyone was saying all these things in her ear. They were talking the same and contrary things behind her back. But now she's wide awake. She's open to what was going on before. And she's starting with a clean sheet. And to be honest with you, if the clean sheet Cher Lloyd's starting with is the clean sheet she did on this track, she's going to go a long, long way. I loved it. Musically, I loved it. I loved it lyrically. I love a story. Whether it's in hip hop, whether it's in a song, or even if it's a visual story, I don't mind. I love a story. I love a beginning, a middle, and end. Well, it doesn't really have to have all of those, but there has to be some kind of story that makes sense. And wow, within the first couple of bars, I knew exactly where Cher Lloyd was going with the story. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you give love to Cher Lloyd, wherever she's from. And if you're watching this, Cher, I hope good things for you in the future. Judging from this song, I think you've been through a really terrible time. And it's taken you a long time to get to where you are today. And I think you're in a better place now than you were when you were 16, 17. So more power to you, more power to your elbow. I really like this song and I hope you do more songs in this kind of vernacular. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I can't say too much more about this. And I just hope that, yeah, if you're a Cher Lloyd fan, you get behind her and support her. Guys, I don't normally cover tracks like this, but I'm glad I did. I really like this, actually. I must admit, I really like this track. And I'm going to listen to it a few times because I'm going to keep my head down. Yeah, I'm going to keep my head down. Anyway, guys, look after yourselves, look after each other, and make certain that you subscribe, you share, and you do all those good things that we ask you to do on YouTube with my channel here at Urb'n Barz. But please, more importantly than all of that, please make certain and make sure you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.